Sebastian Culligan writes, are there any historical figures you think deserve an epic biopic made about them, and who would play them?
Well, deserve is such it's a weird, of course there are. There are thousands of people who deserve one, but ones that would actually make for a compelling, watchable film that people would want to be interested in going to see. I mean, I'm sure there's lots. The one name that I've heard rumors about for a long time, but I still haven't seen it come to fruition, and maybe it is in the works and I just don't know about it off the top of my head. I am fascinated when you read about his life and what he accomplished and how he had to accomplish it. I'm fascinated in a Jim Henson biopic. I really would love to see a Jim Henson biopic about all the things that he's done, and the impact of what he did and created is still felt amongst generations and generations of children who are now adults with their own children, and now their children are watching the creations that Jim Henson brought us. And when you know a little bit about the behind-the-scenes stuff and what he had to do,
fantastic.
It's incredible, and I'm still waiting for a damn Dark Crystal sequel. That's a rant for another time. But anyway, I would like to see one on Jim. What do you guys think?
I like the movie Get Shorty, where they had Danny DeVito as Napoleon. I think that could be pretty sweet. Seriously, I think that I'm a huge music fan. I like rock music a lot, and all that stuff came from the blues, which a lot of that came from Robert Johnson. And he was the guitarist. He was legendary, and he rumored to be selling his soul to the devil at the crossroads. That's where that song came from. I think it'd be really cool to make a movie, a big, that could be like an Oscar kind of thing. Somebody playing Robert Johnson. You could take it to the horror route where he actually does get to, deal with Satan, or you could just give me a background to his life. I would be so fascinated by that film.
I would go with Tesla. I would love to see a biopic about him. I would like to see Carl Sagan, like an exploration into his amazing, beautiful world that he created, like that we all live in now. I'm a Saganist, ladies and gentlemen. And Einstein would be another person I'd love to see a biopic about him.
All right, what's next?
Ann Curtis writes, why do we rarely see any G-rated films being released?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because the studios have realized you don't have to confine yourself to the G rating to be family friendly and family accepting. It's like Toy Story 3 is not a G-rated film. It's, whatever, but it's still at its heart, it's a very, very family friendly film. And I think it's just a matter of, I don't think studios go out of their way to make sure their film isn't G. But I just don't feel like they feel like there's a need to constrain themselves to the G rating when they know they can go a little bit farther and still be completely family friendly and whatever. And look, I'm not a parent, so I don't know for sure. But from the outside looking in, that's the way I see it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I don't know. Veggie Tales, Ooby Boobies, Scrimble Scrambles. What are those? I don't know what else is on that's G. I'm sorry. Like Disney, I know there was a lot of Disney, like Bambi was G, wasn't it?
There's a lot of home video release stuff that's G, but for motion picture, they just don't feel like there's a need to keep it.
Well, because a 3-year-old can't go buy a ticket. It's that's pretty much the truth of it. The family, either the mom or dad or the whole family is going to go see Penguins of Madagascar. So it's like a family trip to the movie, so you have to add a little flavor for the parents so they don't pass out or blow their head off, or you know what I mean? It's like, here's a little bit of story for you, PG.
I'll tell you why. It's because poo jokes are really funny, and when you put that stuff in there, I mean, you want to cater to everybody in the entire family, like what you said. That's why these Disney Pixar films are so great, is because they make adults laugh too. Right. It's hard to do that when you're constrained, and I think that they're a little like, Bambi would not be rated G today, okay? We all know what happens at the beginning of Bambi.
Yeah. That wouldn't be a G-rated film. That would not be a G-rated film. All right, what's next? One more.
Sundell Jeppet writes, what's your favorite drama/thriller movie based on autobiography?
Oh, based on, well, here's the thing. I don't know which biopics have been based on autobiographical books. The difference between a biography and autobiography, of course, is a biography is a book about somebody and their life. An autobiography is a book about somebody's life actually written by that person. Mm-hmm. And I don't know which biopics I've seen that have been based on works that are actually autobiographical. Right. I can't answer that question off the top of my head. Can you guys?
Yeah, I like Indiana Jones.
That was based on reality?
That's a really tough, it's a great question. It's just really hard, and my simple mind can't wrap itself around that in the span of 15 seconds.
I'll say Candelabra Man, or whatever that was, the HBO Liberace film.
Was that actually based on
it was based on
Liberace's book?
The guy who was with Liberace, so it's close. It's close.
I guess that's pretty close. Because he's in the movie too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's his autobiography, Liberace's biography. Liberace's just there.
Yeah. Or Fargo. I go with that because they say it's based on a true story.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Yes. See you guys later.
From the lost hidden manuscripts of Abraham Lincoln.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.